honest. Y'all ain't even on my fucking level, to be honest. Some of y'all dancing with the devil, to be honest. Y'all ain't even supposed to be here, but since we all here, let me tell you what's real, to be honest. Y'all ain't even.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Stefan, aka Sneaky G Man. I'm chilling here with Clary OG, and as always, in the backstage, the Cowboy Hippie. Happy Sunday, happy Labor Day. We are 4 days away from Thursday night football. Ow!
Man,
Get it?
Man,
it's finally here. It's finally here. It's like Christmas for us people, who are, especially, big NFL fans. This is just Christmas, waking up in your pajamas, running to the tree. But now we're just running to the TV with a beer in our hand, ready to watch some football.
I can't wait. Even though it's Kansas City and the Houston Texans.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna enjoy it. And then, of course, we got the Giants are playing on Monday night against the Steelers in New York, and of course they would make us wait another weekend. But hey, I'll take it though. You know what a way to finish the week. Prime time, everybody's watching at MetLife, although someday I will be there. I've never been there, and I'm excited. What about you, Clary? What you got, man?
I'm always excited, baby. Let me tell you something. The Stars are up right now in the Stanley Cup Western Conference Finals, 1-0. Not the series, but the score right now, and I am psyched about that. I'm amped about the Cowboys. It's a good time. It's always a good time when the Stars are still in the playoffs as well, guys. I'm a huge hockey fanatic of the Dallas Stars, and it's crazy what they're doing this year out of the COVID season as well, man. But I'll take it, baby. I'll take it. And I want to say something real quick. I want to give before I get started into this show, man. I didn't have time to talk to them, but I want to shout out dresscomfy.com.
Yes, sir.
They have been working with our apparel with Clary OG, Sneaky G Man, the Cowboy Hippie, and the Truce podcast. You're going to be able to go to dresscomfy.com and get a Sneaky G Man, Clary OG, Cowboy Hippie apparel. The Clary OG stuff is already out. So if you're into that stuff like this right here, go check them out. It's good quality material and it's good stuff. And they're going to be working with us all season long. So thank you, dresscomfy.com.
It's going to, yeah. I mean, I definitely want to thank them for the opportunity that they're giving us and this podcast. It's a phenomenal company. Big shout out to them. And I also want to say something about the Dallas Stars in the playoffs. So Friday was Game 7, and I'll admit I'm not a big hockey fan. I'm not. I don't have a hockey team per se. I do have obviously I'm a Giants fan, and I do enjoy watching the Nuggets play, who won Game 7, who's up 1-1 on the Clippers right now. But Clary, I want to set the scene, okay? Because I know how you're a big fan.
Okay.
So we're sitting at, it was myself, my daughter, and Nick. We're sitting at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Right.
I think I might be pregnant because I was craving their nachos for some reason. And yeah, they're good. And long story short, we're sitting there, and of course they're playing the Avs. Now I want to let our listeners know that I lived in Colorado for about 3 years. So, I mean, I'll say Nick is more of an Avs fan. I mean, he we don't watch him. We have a couple Avs hats. But anyway, he said out loud to me, he looked me in my optic nerve and said, if the
get it.
If people call my cell phone 520-720-1714. Sorry about that, guys. He said, if the Avalanche score and it's game over, I'm raising a scene. I said, Nick, I'm going to start the car.
Let me tell you something about Dallas Stars fans. They're a little more laid back, especially when it comes to hockey. We got a lot of more bandwagon fans than we got loyal fans. But I do bring in the bandwagon fans as well. I love it because so don't worry so much about that. They would have probably given you some crap, but
Oh yeah,
I would have loved to be there. Okay, I'm sorry I had to intervene because the Stars fans are really laid back, dude.
yeah. Well, and there was it was a. I mean, for it being a Friday afternoon. Big shout out to Old Town Market. Guys, if you go onto my TikTok, there's a gentleman there. I can't remember his name. He made a bet with me that when he said if, but I'm saying when the Giants make the playoffs,
Shoot.
Well,
tell them to hold up, man.
Hey,
We're doing a show right now, Sneaky.
What can I say? People love me. They just want to get a hold of me. What can I say? He said when the Giants make the playoffs, he's gonna buy me one of those premium steaks. Oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait.
Well, you have a team now, so that means he's got to buy 3 steaks. And I'll wear a Giant shirt to get a steak, bro. I will wear a Sneaky G-Man Giant shirt to get a free steak, brother.
You know what? I will personally get you a Sneaky G-Man shirt so you could wear it, and then we'll go to Old Town Market together and get one of them premium steaks.
That's what I'm talking about.
And now, they speaking of NFL, they finally made their final cuts to the NFL rosters. To me, one of the biggest shocks was the wide receiver Corey Coleman for the New York Giants. I mean, he's been fighting, trying to get a roster spot for a while, and it sucks to see him go. But I'm ready for this season.
I think we all need it. I think we're all ready. It's about time. I posted a sad video of college football yesterday. I don't know if you got a chance to see it, but I was decked out in my Michigan gear, ready to go, pretending it was a season for me. Dude, I was so sad all day, man. I couldn't see the Wolverines play, bro. And I made a video, and I just laid out in the rain, and that's exactly how I felt yesterday. So, what's up, bitch? You got to pop in? Let me know what you're talking about, boy.
Yeah, I'm just talking about ready for the NFL. I mean, you're about to see greatness. The Cowboys are about to go 16-0 and win the Super Bowl. You don't know más?
No mames,
you need to lay out the crack, man.
Hey, man. Hey, you can't stop us. You just can't stop us.
Are we already talking shit or what? I mean, are we in the segment of talking shit part or what?
We always can talk shit. You know what I'm saying?
Bring it.
But it's truth all the time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, it's all good. It's all in fun, guys. It's always in fun.
Oh, that's what the name is all about, right?
Yep. So, I know we wanted to talk where we're going to predict as teams' records. If y'all want, we could start with the NFC East just to get it out of the way. Somebody said, let's go Miami. Oh, my little sister. I'm telling you. I don't know what's going on with her and my brother.
Listen, dude, let's just get this thing rolling, boys. Let's get it started because we know we're starting with. We're starting with the NFC East, the main division in football. Let's get going now.
Okay, Giants. They're going to win the division. You heard it here first.
Hey, I'm gonna write down everybody's predictions. So at the end of the season, we can see who's the worst at predicting.
Hold on, what is the comment right here? Sneaky G, man, other than the whole Giants team, who in particular on the Giants are you most excited to see step up this season? Well, obviously, good question, by the way. Obviously, I'm anxious to see Daniel Jones. I want to see how much improvement his sophomore year is going to be. I'm really Clary or something else. I'm really excited because I know he addressed the fumble issues that he had last year, and we'll see what kind of numbers, and we'll see how much improved he is this season. I got to say though, for a young quarterback, him being in his second year. And then his actual full year of being a starter, from what I saw, I'm extremely impressed. I mean, he put on weight He put on muscle. I think like 9 pounds. Shut up. We're not talking about Dak. We're talking about Daniel Jones. And I'm really excited to see what we could put together. I'm frothing at the mouth. I'll say that. Very good question. So Daniel Jones. That's my answer.
Did you just say you're frothing at the mouth?
I am frothing. I am
Frothing.
Frothing. Yes.
I think that might be the second time in 44 years of existence that I've heard frothing from the mouth. But okay. I'll go with it.
Yes, it's like I have rabies, but it's rabies for football because I'm frothing. Who do you think?
Listen here, dude. Okay, I'm gonna throw it out there.
Okay.
Daniel Jones is gonna quarterback a 4-12 team, and I think we know that right now. They're gonna be 4-12 again. They got more video of him from last year, and you know that how these guys watch video. So unless he changes something up, man, he might even have worse numbers from last year. Okay, that's my first analysis of Daniel Jones. Second of all, Cowboys are going 11-5 and winning the division. They're going to win with 11-5 record. I think Dak's going to have an impressive year, maybe a top 3 quarterback. I think the receiving core is going to be out of this world. It's going to be the best receiving core in the NFL by the end of the season. But that's my prediction on that, man. Cowboys 1. I'm gonna go off 4 right now. Cowboys 1, Philly 2, Giants 3, and the Washington Football Club 4. What up?
Okay, so since we're doing predictions, okay. And you know, man, I don't. Well, I'm gonna say Giants gonna win the division. As far as the record, you know, and that's the funny, that's the iffy part for me because I'm looking at it as a player perspective, right? And I just say that because I don't go into the season thinking we're gonna lose this many games. I don't. And for us to, or for me to even say that, I'm just gonna say that the Giants 1, Philly 2, the football team 3, and the Dallas Cowboys 4.
Hey, at least I'm real with it. I got you guys 3, but
you know that's fine. That's fine. I can say I'm real with it too. Why I can't be real?
You know the Cowboys are at least better than the Washington Football Club, bro. I mean, you got to know that. Don't act ignorant towards that statement, bro. Okay? Because I think your own fans will even give you crap about that, dude. At least the real ones, not the ones saying 0-16, 1-15. Giants fans that are saying that, bro, you guys are crazy. And
there's no way. I told everybody. Actually, there's one person out there in TikTok land. I said, if, and that's a big if, the Giants go 0-16, I will autograph one of my hats, send it to you. Not only sign it, but I will say you were right. And there is no way that that's going to happen.
I'm going to do one step better with that, man. See this No Mama's Way hat? See this one right here? When the Cowboys win the division, I'm gonna sign it and send it off to somebody, to a true Cowboy fan. I might even get a Dallas Cowboy logo on here. You know what? I'm gonna get a star logo on this hat. So stay in tune with this season, guys. If the Cowboys win division, one of y'all gain this hat, and for sure that's a given. So I'm rooting for us to win, not for us to go 0-16. That's the difference between Cowboy fans and Giants fans, boy. Let's go Cowboys.
Oh, there's a lot of Cowboy fans out there that's saying y'all going to go 8-8 again. I mean, there's a lot. And they're on my feed, and they keep mentioning. And of course, you know, just so everybody's aware, I have 2 favorite teams. Obviously, the New York Giants is the first one. And the second one is anybody that beats the Dallas Cowboys. Or I'll even say plays the Dallas Cowboys on the schedule. And so it's going to be, I will tell you what, regardless, or as I should say, irregardless, that is a word, ladies and gentlemen, rather the Giants win or lose, I'll be honest, as long as the Cowboys lose, it will be a happy day. So for your sake, not you, Cleary, or not you, Ish, it's, you know, the Cowboys better not lose one game this year, because I'm going to talk a lot.
We're aware that you can talk a lot. I mean, we're already aware of that. Yes, and we are quite aware of that, man. The heads up games are going to be fun. They're going to be exciting.
Oh man,
There's
I
going to be a
can't
lot to
wait.
talk about.
Yes.
Oh man, it is right around the freaking corner, man. It's so exciting, man.
It's just and from the day, I mean, since we met, Clary, since the first TikTok I did when we saw each other, I mean, we were talking about this. We were talking about how this season is going to be unique in so many ways, and how we're going to be there week 5, right? That's the goal.
Absolutely, we're gonna be there, and yeah. If you guys don't know, the way me and Sneaky met up with each other was through TikTok. I had a Cowboys video that went, I guess you could say semi-viral. It's got about 300,000 views on it, and it was about the Cowboys and a Twitter rant. And Sneaky popped in on it and made fun of us, and then we DM'd each other on TikTok, and we built from there. That's how it started. So see, basically, truce comes along with a lot of that, guys. We built a friendship over talking shit to each other. There's nothing more beautiful than a friendship built on shit talking. Let me tell you, it's one of the best friendships you can build. What's up, Ish?
What's up?
All I gotta say is Main Street Cafe. Big shout out to Main Street Cafe.
So y'all want to start with this predictions, or what y'all want to do?
We've been doing it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Are you not paying attention back there, or what?
No,
what are you doing?
it backed me out of the internet.
Oh yeah, we
okay.
went through we already went through the NFC East already.
Okay.
You want to say it over again, Clary?
Yeah, go
And
ahead.
then I'll get mine.
Cowboys, Eagles, Giants, the Washington Football Club, in that order.
No, we're not predicting who's gonna be in first, second, third. We're predicting their records, but we could just say first, second, or third.
That's a whole lot of talking, Cowboy hippie.
Well,
it's
the beginning of the NFL season.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Football.
All right.
So look. I already told you. I said 11-5. I'm gonna go to the Giants 9-7. I'm gonna go the Eagles are second at 9-7. The Giants are 9-7, and the Skins are 3-13. What's up?
3-13. And what'd you say for the Cowboys? 13-3.
No. 11-5.
11-5.
11-5, 9-7, 9-7, and 3-13.
Sneaky.
Okay, well, see, and that's where I'm a little sketchy at. So I didn't really give a record. I just gave a placing, and I said Giants number 1, Philly number 2, the football team number 3, and the Dallas Cowboys number 4.
You sipping on that Henny?
Oh man.
Sipping on that Henny.
You know what? It will be hilarious if I get that right. That would be, I mean, hey, if that happens, y'all can't tell me nothing.
That happens. That means Dak Prescott couldn't play a game, and Andy Dalton forgot how to play football. That's the only time that's going to happen. So,
Wow, actually, we should talk about that too. What's the over/under Dalton playing in the season, taking the starting position away from Dak?
ain't no way it's going to happen.
Oh, okay, all
No
right.
way. Andy Dalton's better than Daniel Jones.
I
Well,
agree 100% on that.
Ooh.
Because Andy Dalton's been in the league 150 years. That's why. 'Cause
Exactly.
he has more experience. Of course. I mean, I'm not gonna agree, but I'm not gonna disagree. But I'll just say who's starting. That's all I'm gonna say. Who's starting?
So do you agree that Dak is better than Daniel Jones?
No. I would never say that.
Wait,
I will
what?
never say
Come on,
that.
dude. Look, let's just be real. I mean, there's one thing to be a fan. There's one thing to be a fan. You are so hardcore in the Giants and up their balls, man, that you don't want to give the Dak and the Cowboys any credit at all. And we all know that. Anyone listening in here knows, football fan or not, Cowboys fan, Giants fan, that Dak Prescott is a better quarterback than Daniel Jones.
I don't think it's fair to compare the two, first of all.
Why?
Because, well, how many years have Dak been in the league?
4?
How many years have Jones been in the league?
Gonna be 2?
Exactly. So we don't have enough to go off of to compare Dak and Prescott.
Can we compare their rookie seasons then?
Yeah, let's compare them. Shout it out, Ish. Compare the rookie seasons.
So I believe the Giants went 3-13 last year.
Okay, well, first off,
We went 13-3.
It was 4-12,
4-12.
and
Okay.
Daniel Jones was not the starter, was not named the starter at the beginning of the season.
That's fine.
But Dak was because Romo got hurt.
Mhm.
How come it's not loading?
So
up?
we still win 13-3. And we went to the playoffs. Dak won Rookie of the Year. What did Daniel Jones win?
Nothing.
Okay.
No, but I will say Saquon won Rookie of the Year. I mean,
Hey, listen.
What is Rookie of the Year? I mean,
Well, let me tell you something. Let me tell you my analysis of Saquon and Zeke, okay? Because I'm a fan of the sport. I think Saquon's better than Zeke. I'm still a Cowboy fan. I say it because that's what I believe. I think Saquon is better than Zeke, and I think he's going to be one of the best, man, if he stays healthy.
If
and
he
you know
stays
the
healthy.
yeah, the NFL is so hard on running backs now, and you know we all know how it is in the league to be a running back. It's got to be the most brutal position in sport. Besides, I mean, you can argue the linemen, but the beating they take day in and day out, man, it doesn't compare. So, I do say Saquon actually is him and Christian McCaffrey back and forth, give or take, whichever one you want to go with. I say 1 and 1A with those two.
I say Nick Chubb's a sleeper. Don't forget about Nick Chubb. I think this will be one of his best years too.
You know what? For the sake of all the Browns fans, I'm going to agree. I'm going to agree because the Browns got to do something this year. They just got to do something.
They can't win their division.
No, they can't. They can't because maybe they get a wild card.
Oh, they can get a wild card.
I mean, that should be fair to say. But then you got Baltimore, and then you got the Steelers ahead of them. I mean, the Bengals. I think we can agree the Bengals aren't going to do much this year in the AFC North.
No, I mean,
No.
I still want to see what Burrow does, though. I want to see how good he is.
You know, I watched every game he played in at LSU, and I'm going to say something about Burrow, okay? It's going to be hard to compare right now because he had the best line in football. He had the best wideouts in football. He had the best support in college football. Mm-hmm. So with that being said, he still had a remarkable year. I'm not taking it away from him. He still had to spin that ball downfield, but they were so much better talent-wise at every position than people they played, except for maybe Bama or there was still some but dude, we will see soon because he's going to face a lot of adversity early on with that team. He's going to get hit a lot in that backfield. He's going to be on the run a lot in that backfield, and we'll see if he perseveres, stays healthy, and doesn't lose any confidence, because that's what happens sometimes when you come out of the college too early. You lose a little confidence because it's not the same. Your confidence ain't as like when you're Joe Burrow and LSU guys. You feel confident that no one's going to sack you. You can sit back there in the pocket, dude, all day, bro, and pick apart a defense. In the NFL, I don't care who you're playing. You can't do that in the NFL. That's my analysis on Joe, and you both know how I feel about all these kids coming out of college. I root for all of them. So unless they go to Philadelphia, but that's it. What's your take on Joe, Ish? What is your take on him?
I honestly think he's got good weapons. AJ Green is still a good receiver in this league. Joe Mixon is a beast of a running back out of OU. Shout out. They got to see what Tate. I mean, if he could pick up like he did last year. Tyler Boyd, he's a pretty good receiver. They still got John Ross, who has the 40 record time. Now, I'm not a big fan of the whole just have one guy who's speed and runs straight, because I feel like you can cover that easily if you just have one guy. You know what I mean? If you got something like Kansas City where you have 3 or 4 people who can run 4 threes, then it's different. But you can't just put your full trust on Ross for him just to just go straight and hopefully he gets open. But, I mean, their line's decent, but, yeah, they're going to go second or third worst record in the NFL.
Okay, so I gotta throw in some of my Facebook fans out there. Rena Gonzalez says, Cowboy fans live in fantasy land. Every year, delusional Cowboy fan says they're going to the Super Bowl, and she illustrates that with a clown face emoji on the end.
Hey.
And then, hold on, then it says Barkley will have better numbers than Zeke, so clearly they agree with you on that. And then I got Elijah Spiller saying Andy Dalton and Daniel Jones have played the same number of they have the same number of playoff wins.
That's true. It's true.
That is true.
Why is that funny, though? None of Andy's career was in Dallas, so who cares?
But it's still facts. And to me, it's funny. It's just funny.
That's why he's our backup.
Let's see. This is damn. I think she says Dan is only as good because he has a decent line since he started. Try having a line like the Giants have Dak, wouldn't have the same year. That's a good point because our line last year's our line we had last year was it was still in the construction year. I mean, thus explains why we have 2 draft picks for our line this year, offensive line.
No. Dak's got a thing called legs on him. He can run downfield. Jones doesn't have legs on him.
What?
He is not as athletic as Dak Prescott. Can he run people over? No.
Nope.
But apparently you missed the Tampa Bay game.
I did miss it. Who's going to watch the Giants and Tampa Bay play in the regular season?
When he ran for 2 touchdowns. I mean, come on, man.
Wow, 2 touchdowns?
Oh, that's awesome.
Dak Prescott took down 7 Seahawks in the playoffs.
That's 2 more touchdowns than any 3 of us scored. That's all I'm going to say.
And then touchdown in the NFL.
And then it said, hold on a sec. I'm assuming Elijah's saying that Dak had 3 first-time All-Pro offensive linemen that year, which is agreed. Spiller, okay, hold on. And this is agreed. Oh, and okay, this is going back to the LSU statement. I'm sorry I'm backtracking. Agreed. LSU was the perfect storm for a quarterback last year. We also got to remember Burrow started with Ohio State, and even Urban said when he had him, he wasn't ready back then.
Well, players develop differently, man, their careers. I mean, look at Tom Brady, bro. He barely started his senior year at Michigan, and he still shared time at Michigan.
Yeah.
So Brady, shared time in college, guys, and look how that turned out. So I don't really feed much on that, man.
Kyler Murray.
Same thing. So, I don't take much into that, man.
Brady had that thing, though, in college. I remember watching a couple games from Brady. For me, what stood out was the Sugar Bowl with Brady. That game
against Alabama.
Against Alabama. Didn't they come from behind?
They came from behind, and they won in overtime. And that was Brady's last college football game in the Sugar Bowl against Bama. And he won so Brady and Michigan, they came from behind, I want to say, at least 7 times that season. Brady knows how to win. Brady's a winner. I mean, he finds ways to win, man, with certain weapons and certain people. And that's what really makes him great is he has a winning ability, man. He goes out there to win. You have guys that are afraid to go downfield. Brady's so confident. He's willing to take chances to win, not lose. You know what I mean? He's not holding nothing back. I'm scared. I don't want to throw it there because no, Brady says, F that, bro. I can fit that in that tunnel, bro. Yeah. Because I have that much confidence in me.
So I just got something on my Facebook feed. Elijah, thank you, Elijah, for watching, man. I appreciate the love. He says Dak's 40 time is 4.79, and Daniel Jones ran a 4.81. Not much of a difference.
Hey, 40 times are BS, bro. Until you put pads on, you go out there on the field. Trust me.
They thought CeeDee Lamb was slow.
Yes, it's a little different running without pads, running downfield during a game. I'm telling you guys, there is practice players and there's NFL players. There's practice speed and there's NFL speed.
No,
there is a difference.
Agreed. Hey, Ish, I sent a text to the group. If you could bring that up, please, and put it on the platform. I don't mean to put you on the spot here, but I kind of just want to go back. Well, I'll wait. Let me know when you're ready. I'll wait until we.
You sent it to what group?
To the truce, to us. I sent it there.
Oh, you want to just read it?
No. Just if you can, put it on the podcast, and then I'll explain it once it comes up.
I can try.
Okay, and if not, let me know. I mean, you should be able to post it on there. While he's doing that, I think we were briefly talking about Urlacher. Do you think now's a good time to talk about that?
Yeah, we can talk about Urlacher right now. I'm good with that. What you want to bring out? What the behind the scenes, the beginning of it all, or how it started, or
just bring it to our attention. I only know a little bit, and I purposely didn't want to read any of it because I want to hear it from you, and then I'll give you my reaction.
Well, so look, I don't want to misquote anything as well, but basically, so here's a backstory on it though. Okay, Brian Urlacher played in the NFL a long time. remarkable player in Chicago, of all places. A staple of greatness and history and all that. Urlacher apparently is a very right-winged individual. And
Which is,
you can
wait, which is okay.
Absolutely.
Which is okay.
Absolutely. I just think I don't even know how to word it right, man. His opinion on a lot of stuff is he's very opinionated. Okay, like very opinionated.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And here's my thing with Urlacher and players in the NFL. It's like a fraternity of brothers. And what I don't get is his whole time in the NFL, he didn't bond with them that way. It seems he went to practice, did his own thing, didn't learn anything from anybody, didn't discuss lives, didn't get empathy for another culture. It seems like Urlacher is in his own little world. And I respect everybody's opinions, right, left, north, south, east, west.
It's likewise.
There's a boundary on everything when you talk about stuff like this, but I respect it. And I think so. Look, I'm trying to look at his exact quote because I don't want to misquote nothing, Sneaky, unless you've brought it up.
Well, I didn't. But what I will say, Elijah said. Now, this is Elijah. I'm going to use your words if you don't mind, because he posted this on the Facebook. I said the Facebook. I sound like my dad right now. He posted on Facebook where I'm currently going live. It says Elijah Spiller said, "I've heard him get called the White Ray Lewis. I hope that isn't offensive." I don't know what the White Ray Lewis means, but we can go into that. But go ahead.
Okay, so I found his Instagram post. Okay. This is quote Urlacher off of Instagram. Brett Favre played the NFL game the day his dad died. He threw 4 TDs in the first half and was a legend for playing in the face of adversity. NBA players boycott the playoffs because a dude reaching for a knife, wanted on a felony sexual assault warrant, was shot by police. So that was Brian Urlacher's a statement on Instagram.
Yeah. So, what was the gentleman's name again? Ish. What was the guy's name again? I know you know the Jacob. Was it Jacob Blake?
Jacob Blake? Jacob Bloke?
I'm horrible with names.
Jacob Blake.
Blake. Okay, good. Hey, I get 10 points for getting his name
right.
So
look, a lot of people read into this, man. So this is what created the controversy. Okay, so obviously, I remember that Monday night game with Brett Favre. I remember it. I remember where I was. It's just certain games you remember. So what he's saying is, so that means to a bunch of people, like the way I think of it, in my opinion, is Urlacher never felt the empathy or never had empathy for the players he played with in the NFL. There was no certainty. He never created that brotherhood or that bond that a lot of these guys create in pro sports. It's apparent. But his opinion is respected by me. I see what he's saying, but here's the problem with that, man. And everybody started doing their digging on him once this Instagram post was messaged. And he really is all over the place talking about the shootings of protesters. Dude, Urlacher he went out and talked about all kinds of stuff, Sneaky, that really opened my eyes as being a leader in this is why being a leader in the Chicago community and not having the empathy for the Chicago community. That's what I read from this myself personally. What do you think?
Well, let me ask you this. Kind of going back to what you were saying before, does it change your perception of him in a positive or in a negative way? And I don't mean to put you in the spot, but I'm just curious. What's your thoughts?
No. So for someone like me, how I help out in the Hispanic communities and because I grew up around them, I have a lot of empathy for the Hispanic communities. Obviously, if you know me from TikTok, if you know my family, it's Hispanic family. So that's my empathy I have for them. I know the struggles of crossing a border. I know the struggles of becoming a citizen. My thing is, Urlacher, all the time he spent in the NFL with his teammates and his brothers or so-called brothers, I guess they didn't get along that good. It feels like he never learned anything from it. Now, I wasn't in the locker room. I wasn't there.
Well, no. What I'm trying to get at is how does his word affect your thinking? I mean, does it sway your opinion about him in a negative or positive way? That's all I'm asking.
Okay, so
And,
look,
and the reason why I'm saying this because I'm gonna add to that. But go ahead.
well, as an NFL player, it doesn't swing nothing. He was great. He was remarkable.
Right.
He was always on the ball. He was on every freaking play.
He's a Hall of Famer.
It has affected me personally outside. And you know, I don't get involved in that as much as because I do respect everybody's opinion, but it affects me because I don't understand how someone cannot learn the empathy of another culture, playing side by side with these guys for years.
Right.
So that's what it has impacted me more on the negative side, making a long story short.
Perfect. So likewise, I think not only does he lack empathy, but he lacks compassion. I got to say this because you cannot compare a guy's performance on a football field after losing a parent. Okay, because the story, and I thought Brett Favre only threw 3 touchdown passes, but that's either here nor there. Plus, it was against the Raiders. Anybody could throw a touchdown pass against the Raiders. Shout out Raiders. And comparing that to a man being shot at the time, we could say what he was reaching for. And if this is all allegations, okay? We don't know what he was reaching for. He could have gotten a car and drove off for all we know, okay? So it's all allegations. And I think what even us with the platform we have, we can't be quick to judge and make assumptions. And I think now, and about Urlacher, it's just bad timing. You know, he has such a huge platform, a huge fan base that I mean, I can only assume that some are disappointed and then some are going to agree with him. And we can't be quick to judge on what happened with that whole system, that whole situation with Blake. We have to be patient. We have to wait till the investigation is done. And then once we hear the full story, I'm going to wait until I hear the full story before I make any kind of judgment call. But and what I don't like, what happened, and what's happening a lot, is the fact that the message of why these NBA players, you know, are protesting, have instead of their names in the back of their jerseys, have some kind of positive message to move forward. It's being dismissed, and that's the one thing I don't like. And clearly, to your point, with athletes, you're right. There is a big fraternity. You know, basketball players, football players, hockey, whatever. It is a big professional fraternity that they're in, and I would hope that they would all somehow, even though they may think differently, even though they all may, but just have a common agreement or a common understanding of why players are doing what they're doing.
No, I know. I agree. I mean, I don't disagree with anything you said on that point. You just added basically to what I was saying as well, I believe. We touched base last week with a little bit about the community stuff and these guys do. And you know, Urlacher has done some stuff for the Chicago community too. And that's why it's kind of alarming. So I did go research his Facebook, his Instagram, his Twitter. Very interesting, man. You know, I don't know the kid's name that drove to that protest and shot those people.
Right. I don't.
But he even talked about he was sticking up for that guy as well.
Wow.
And so that's what I'm saying, man. You can go back and research all that stuff. And it's very interesting that these athletes are taking a side like that. I don't know, man. It's alarming to me, but you know, it is what it is. He has his opinions. Once again, I still respect his opinions. You know me, Sneaky. Unless you're going to call somebody the N-word, you're going to do something blatantly racist. Right. Really respect all opinions, man, on all issues, and I love to listen to them as well. I like to debate them.
Right.
And I went live on TikTok, and people were talking politics with me, and I usually stay away from it. But this was my main thing since we're a little bit on political right now. My message to my followers on TikTok was, now let's hear this out. We're kind of got political, but I got to share this since that's what we're talking about. They were talking. No, it's not bad. It's not bad. I was asking the TikTok world instead of downgrading the other side, tell me why you want Biden to be president. Tell me why you want Trump to be president. Because all we hear is negativity in this world, including the presidential candidates. I know what they've all done wrong, Sneaky. If we don't know what they've done wrong, we're stupid. We know what everybody's. Tell me what they've done right. Please. I will love to watch your TikToks if you tell me what Biden's going to do right. I would love to watch him if you tell me what Trump's going to do right. Trust me.
Right.
I will listen to you. But when I see negativity, bye. I don't want to hear it. I don't care.
Right. And it would be interesting to see what people, how they would try and sell their candidate. I mean, but listen, and to be fair, I mean, maybe I could be wrong. Maybe 80 to 90% of people already know who they're going to vote for, regardless of what you say about Trump, regardless what you say about Biden.
You're absolutely right. but that 20% that's down the middle, that's going to make or break the side.
Oh, exactly. So
why not? So let's focus on listening what's right, man. If you're that guy that's sit in between, if you're that individual that's not sure, and all you're hearing is negativity from both sides, we're going to lose that vote. That guy's going to not vote. And I preach hashtag vote 2020 on some of my videos because I'm a strong believer in voting. I don't care who you are. You need to get out there, guys. But God, I go on my tangents, guys. I know I'm sorry, but I just get so emotional involved in this stuff that I'm preaching vote. I really am, guys, especially this year. It's such an important election this year. Go get out there and vote. And if you have questions how to, or if you're an individual that's older, reach out to me. I will help you. Trust me. I will. You can reach me here. You can reach me on my TikTok. I will show you or reach you and tell you what you need to do to register or where to go to vote.
Likewise, likewise. So I'm just going to come out and say this. So I know, and I'm going to get on my soapbox for about 10 seconds, right? Maybe more. A comedian gave a perfect analogy regarding this election. Okay. And I have some friends that's probably listening right now, and they say how they can't vote for one or the other. Okay. And how they don't understand why there's only two parties. Okay. At the moment it is what it is, but a comedian made a perfect point. Okay. It's okay to want to vote independent. It's okay to be independent. But let me put this in an analogy, okay, that I think I understood it, and I thought it was awesome. So last year, Super Bowl, we had Kansas City Chiefs, and we had the 49ers, okay? So let's say myself and two other friends are at the Super Bowl, okay? And we're rooting for our team at the Super Bowl. Now, what I mean is I have one friend that's a Kansas City fan. Let's go KC. Let's go KC. And then we have the 49er fan, let's go Niners. And they're both, cheering on their two teams that's playing in the big dance. And only one of the two is going to win. But here am I screaming, let's go Giants! Oh! And
hold on, that's a bad comparison because you will be screaming, let's go Giants.
Well, I mean, right. But what good is it going to do for me rooting for the Giants when they're not even playing? I mean, it's not gonna change the result of these two teams of the game, I should say. So the point. I'm assuming you have gas because you're like squinting.
No, I just disagree with you on that a little bit.
I mean, but it's the truth. You could. I mean, I'm just gonna leave it like that. I'll let people see for what it is because if someone now, granted. It's people's right to who they vote for. I could care less who you vote, as long as you vote. That's the big thing. But I do want to stress that, there's two teams, right? Like it or not, there's two teams. And you have to, I'm going to say you have to, but to make the vote count, I would say one of those two teams have to be selected. But you could pick somebody else. But how much of an effect is it going to take if you vote outside of that box? And again, that's for me on my soapbox. Again, I could care less who you vote for as long as you vote. I would suggest anybody to go and make sure that you're registered to vote. Call your local county office, state rep, and just see what you needed to be registered. And now I know we're kind of dragging on, but I do want to ask if the Cowboy Hippie got what I sent him. Wait, unless you want to talk,
figuring that out.
Unless you want to talk about this a little.
No, I got it.
Further.
I got it.
You got it. Okay. So, okay. Now we're gonna switch gears a little bit. I want to backtrack to what we were talking about last week. Now, because Cowboy Hippie knows exactly what I'm about to talk about. So. Now, speaking of two teams, all right. So on one team we have an offense and a defense, right? Right, Clary?
Offense and a defense. Yes.
Okay. So what's the defense? Well, what's the offense's job?
To move the ball downfield.
Not only that, what else?
To get in field goal range.
Okay, I'm just gonna.
Okay, they're obviously going to score the football.
Okay, good. So now, last week or the last conversation we had, I said last week, I think it was Wednesday, that we talked. The Cowboy Hippie stated that the Dallas Cowboys had the number one offense due to the fact that the average of yardage that they had was, the number one ranking overall. Now, doing a little digging, because I even said, whoa, last time we looked this up, Baltimore was number one.
This is going to affect you,
and so, well, yes, that's what I said. I mean, because I said Baltimore was number one. You guys was what? Number 7, and then we were 23, right?
Right.
So now the number one ranked offense in the NFL was, and I said back then, the Baltimore Ravens. Now, if you look at the points, average per game, regardless, but that's the job of the offense. You're not trying to get yardage, you're trying to get points.
Well, Ish's statement was all based on yards, Sneaky.
No.
Yes, it was. It was based on yards.
No. We could go back to the video.
We will go back to the video.
We should go back. No, Ish, leave it up there. What are you doing? I'm not done with that. Hold up.
Hey, Sneaky, we were talking about yards. We never once brought up points. Not once.
No, he said number one.
I said yards. I said yards.
He said yards.
Oh my God.
I know.
I mean, hold on. Let's bring it up for the next show and get this. Let's do a friendly bet. If we talked about yards, you owe me a steak. If we talk about points, I'll buy you a steak. How about that, Sneaky?
No. But see, that's the thing. they weren't talking about points. We were talking about yards. No, not yards. We basically said the number one offense. That's all that was said.
Yards.
We didn't say no. We said yards after the fact. After we saw the clip or whatever that Cleary, that brought up.
No, you're wrong, Sneaky, but it's okay. You're gonna buy me a steak and we're gonna laugh about it. It's okay. So I'm ready. Hey, Ish, you went in on this? Ish, you went in on this bet?
I know. I said yards because I pulled.
I know exactly what you said.
You said number one offense. That's exactly. You didn't say number one offense in yardage, or
okay.
even yardage.
We argue all night, but let's just end it with a bet.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. No, let's do this. Not a steak, but let's do this. Clary.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we got to make it clear though. That's my son right there. But hold on. This is the description. Okay. When the Cowboy Hippie said number one offense, that's all he said. If that's what he said before he pulled up the clip, then I will say that I'm correct, because I'm positive he didn't bring up yardage till after he brought up the clip.
So what's the point of what's the side that you're saying that the Ravens were, because the page that you said was just scoring. So you're calling it were they the number one scoring defense or scoring offense?
No. I'm saying that they are ranked the number one offense due to points.
That's not true.
That's what I'm saying. Yes, it is, because you don't play the game for yardage. You do. You're scoring the touchdown. You can have all the yards in the world, but then again, think of it this way. If that's true, if you guys had the number one offense and didn't even make the playoffs.
Yeah, because we couldn't score points.
That's what
That's why our team was so bad. We can still have the number one offense and not score points.
You cannot have the number one offense and not score points. That makes no sense.
So what happens? Okay, so let's say the Giants had the most rushing yards ever in NFL season, right? And that put them in the top 5 in offense just because of their running. But they were 13. They're 3-13. Would you still say we're still a top 5 offense? Would you say it? Would you say it as a Giants fan?
For me to brag about that'd be almost like an oxymoron because I have the number one running offense, but then how's my passing offense? How many points do I score per game? I mean, there's a lot that go into it. To me, I guess it's subjective because we could talk about yardage and offense, but at the end of the day, the final score is the final score. And if you don't put up points, I mean, saying you have the number one offense, but not putting up points, it's like an oxymoron. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah. No, you're right. But
but
if the stats say they're still a top 5 offense, doesn't that make them still a top 5?
If we're talking yards, Cowboys had the best offense in football. If we're talking points, they had the 7th best offense in football. Agree to disagree? It is what it is.
Right, but what's the final score?
I agree with what you're saying, Sneaky. But if Troy Aikman interviewed me on Fox Sports and he said who had the most yards in the NFL last year as a team, I would say the Dallas Cowboys, and he would say you're absolutely right. Then he would say who had the 7th most points in the NFL last year, and I would say the Dallas Cowboys. So,
okay, but then what would you say? But also was yards per game.
I'm a fact and fiction. I'm black and white, dude. It is what it is.
Right, but let me say this though: if someone were to say that Ravens were the number one offense because they have more, they average more points than any other team, then how would you throw? This is
why you don't say that, Sneaky. This is why you don't say points in the NFL. You say offense and defense because your defense creates points for you, man, in this league. Your defense creates turnovers in the red zone for you in this league. Therefore, but the defense gets no credit for those points. That's why they have different categories. Because if you have a badass defense that gives you a field position at the 50-yard line every damn possession, you're going to score more points.
Well, and there's more stats for that. There's actually stats for that too.
There is
and the Cowboys were last.
The Cowboys were.
But hold on. But
they
points,
were close to last or dead last.
But points, regardless. Okay, so if defense were to score points, right? That's
field position.
That's we're just talking about points now. We're just talking about points. If the team scores points, those points actually go in favor of the offense. Because if my offense, like the 2000, I'm agreeing with you. Because, okay, so let me just say my piece, okay? So when the defense, basically when the team scores points, that goes towards the points per average on the schedule. Right. Okay. Oh, yeah. That's it. Back to Albert's. Let me finish with the bet too. So once we figure this out, we clip the tape, write a postcard, made a shirt, whatever. When we should meet up again at Main Street, and
New Orleans Knights.
At New Orleans Knights.
Oh, sorry. No. I'm sorry, guys. I was just thinking out loud.
Yeah, I told you. Not on the podcast. Sorry. When it's just us three. No, Main Street Cafe. Shout out again. We should go there and have dinner. And I got your meal. Oh. But you got my meal too, though.
This is a dumb bet, okay? Not all of us can win, man. Look, scratch this bet. It's stupid. It's no one's gonna win. But listen. So also, I'm gonna add something to it. Think of special teams, guys. Think of the guys that return a couple touchdowns this season. Those all add up, man. So that's why they separate these numbers and these stats. That's why you can't, like like even the defense, there's some good defenses out there that numbers wise they look bad because their offenses were so dang bad. They were constantly defending the goal or their side of the field or the red zone. So those numbers are all you can use them as you want. But what Ish was doing with that just straight yards thing was just letting you know how much yards the Cowboys have. That's what he was doing. And you guys suck so bad, Sneaky, and I think that's why you got mad.
We're going to be up this year. Watch.
How?
Watch. How?
Yeah.
Well, we have a secret weapon called Jason Garrett. Yep, I said it.
Did he just take Jason Garrett?
Ish. Clip it. Clip this. Clip it.
Oh,
mark it. Postmark it.
It's more than clips. It's gonna be on a shirt.
Boom. Hey. Yep. Secret weapon, a.k.a. Jason Garrett.
So you're telling me the man, the myth, the legend, Jason Garrett, who couldn't do shit
The
with
clapper. Yes.
Tony Romo, Dez Bryant, Jason Witten, DeMarco Murray, Dak Prescott, Dez Bryant, Ezekiel Elliott, Blake Jarwin. You're telling me that Jason Garrett, who wasted all that talent, is going to take y'all to the Super Bowl?
That's the one.
Clip it.
Okay.
Clip it. Because I'm going to tell you right now, you got to admit, Garrett, Clary, this is for you, brother.
I hear him.
Garrett is frothing at the mouth as well. He is frothing
Ew.
because I'm going to tell you,
What exactly are you doing when you're frothing?
So you know when do you remember that scene in The Little Giants when they were doing the whole intimidation thing? They put out the filter in their mouth, and it was like,
that's frothing?
That's frothing at the mouth. Yes.
Okay.
That's so next week when we do our show, we all should be frothing at the mouth. We should have,
how we're gonna have to do that show early next week also.
Well, who's playing late Sunday night?
The Cowboys.
Oh, against the Rams.
Go Cowboys.
Yeah,
we could probably do it like at 5 or 6 after the 3:00 games.
We might have to.
We'll talk about it.
Because I know you don't want to go. You don't want to do it during the game.
Hell no.
Because I'm gonna tell you right
Stars
now,
are still up 1-0, by the way.
I know. I'm looking at the
third
score.
period.
you don't want me to be on live and your boys don't do it.
Oh, we going live when it's the Giants and Cowboys.
Oh, that's a given. That's a given. That's
Okay,
a
you know
total-
what? We'll do week 1 pick'ems. Who y'all got for every game? Y'all done with
Okay.
that? We'll just do it every week. All
right. Are you gonna keep track, Ish?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. All right. Clary, you good with that?
Yeah, let me go last because I'm gonna do a little segment called Clary's Bets, and I'm gonna give you my 5 best sports games against the line. So you guys talk about it. I'm gonna let y'all know my 5 best games to bet on.
But are you also gonna pick them too, though?
Yeah, well, I'll pick 2 if you want to. Let's go.
Yeah. You got. It's all 3 of us. And then at the end of the year, we got to do a combined record. So
I got you.
Okay.
I got you. Yeah, I'm gonna write them all down. I got you.
All right, Ish, you go first, man.
Okay, so with the week 1, I'm gonna say the first game is the Chiefs and Texans. I'm gonna go Chiefs.
I'll take Chiefs too.
Okay. Mark.
Chiefs.
Okay, easy. All right, Jeffs and Bills.
Did you say Jeffs?
Jets. Yeah, I just say Jeffs.
I'm taking Jeffs. No, I'm going Bills. I'm going Bills on that one.
Bills. Okay. Mark.
Oh, I'm going Buffalo.
Hey, Buffalo's gonna be first place in that division.
I can't disagree with that.
I don't think. I mean, Cam Newton can have a great year, but I still don't think they're gonna win the division.
Yeah, there's no continuity on the Patriots. Just my 2 cents.
Yeah, they've had enough. Okay, Packers and Vikings.
Oh,
That's a good one. That's gonna be a good game.
that is. You know what? I'm gonna go Vikings. I'm gonna take Vikings. I'm gonna take Vikings.
Minnesota is a 3.5 point favorite of that game, and I'm taking Minnesota.
Ooh.
I like how you did that. Brother.
And guess what, guys? I'm going Green Bay. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right. The next matchup is the Washington Football Wizards versus the Philadelphia Schmeagles. Who y'all got?
Okay, I refuse to pick a team that does not have a logo. So let's do Philly.
Okay.
Philly.
Yeah, I'm going Philly.
Although, will Carson Wentz be healthy during the coin toss? That
Doesn't matter.
is the question.
Hey, the real question is, if Jalen Hurts goes 3-0 when Wentz is out, does he take the starting position? I say yes.
Continue on.
What's
I'm
the
just
point
saying.
spread on that one? What's the point spread on that one?
6.5. Washington's plus 6.5.
Washington?
Plus.
Oh,
Plus.
Oh, okay.
So,
You know,
Okay.
go. I know we're running out of time. I was going to talk about
no,
that
we're
game.
good.
but go on.
If this
Go on.
one goes a little bit longer, it's fine. Still, it's week 1.
Well,
episode.
look. 6.5 as that's a game that if I were to bet on it, I would take Washington plus 6.5 at home. Just throwing it out there. But straight up, I'm taking Philly.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Browns versus Ravens. That should be an easy one.
Baltimore.
Yep. Sneaky.
Yeah, Baltimore.
All right. This is going to be a great matchup that everybody's dying to watch. It's the Colts versus the Jaguars. What do y'all have?
I'm going Colts.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I'll take
I'm
Colts.
going Colts. Absolutely in that game. I'm not even worried about that.
I'm not a fan of Phillip Rivers. I'm really not.
So you're going Jaguars?
Oh yeah. The sleeper, baby.
What's the points on that, Clary?
7. Jacksonville is a 7+ 7 at home. So
Wow.
once again, if I were
would
to
take
bet
that.
that game, I would take Jacksonville probably with a 7 if I were to take the line. But straight up, I'm taking Indy.
This is getting good, guys. I'm getting sweaty. All right. The Las Vegas Raiders versus the Panthers of North Carolina. Who you got?
Oh wow, Terry Bridgewater against David Carr. I'll take the Panthers. Put me down for the Panthers.
Okay. Mark?
This is one of the few games on the agenda that is a straight pick 'em on the scorecard, and I'm gonna go with the home team. I'm taking Carolina.
Ooh, okay. And I will go Oakland because I feel like their offense is a little bit underrated. As long
it's
as
Las Vegas, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry, Las Vegas. As long as Carr just becomes a decent quarterback, they got a chance. But he might be as trash as his brother.
I don't remember any of the receivers' names.
They got Jason Witten, baby. That's it. That's all they
Okay,
need.
but he's a tight end, so
They got
he
Hunter
sucks.
Renfro. They got Braylon Edwards. They just drafted.
yeah. Plus,
They got-
Witten's like in his 80s, right?
Yeah,
At least.
at least plays like he's in the 90s.
No
right.
disrespect, Witten.
And runs like he's in his hundreds.
All right, we got the Chicago Bears versus the Detroit Lions.
Who's at home?
Detroit.
Lions.
Oh shoot! I'm gonna. All right, I'm taking the Bears. Fuck it.
The Bears.
Because Knowles is starting, right?
No, Trubisky starting.
Trubisky?
Yeah. Hey, write me down for Detroit, by the way.
I got you.
I'm not. You know what? I don't believe in changing because I went.
Nope,
with
we
it,
don't change in Truth
Okay,
Podcast.
yeah. All right. The Bears.
The Bears. All right. Oh, now this is a good matchup. Seattle Seahawks versus the Atlanta Falcons.
Seattle. Wait,
It's in Atlanta.
I'm still gonna go Seattle. I'll
Okay.
take. Yeah.
Mark?
Okay, so this is an interesting line. Atlanta is +1 at home. And I'm going to tell you something. There's a lot of history when there's a +1 at home, and I'm going with Atlanta on history-wise.
Okay.
I like that.
You might have to-
History-wise, sneaky.
Yeah.
Sneaky, a lot. +1, for some reason, wins this game more than they don't. I don't know why, but
Okay.
history says
Okay.
that. So I'm going Atlanta.
I just have more faith in Russell Wilson than I do Matt Ryan.
No
That's
doubt.
all.
No doubt.
Yeah,
I'm going Seattle on that one, too.
Okay.
Ooh, the Dolphins. Fins up, baby. Versus the Patriots. Who y'all got?
Who's home?
Patriots.
New England. New England's home.
Okay, I'm taking New England.
Okay.
I'm taking New England. Even though I think it's going to be a close game, I wouldn't be surprised if they win by a field goal.
They suck against the Dolphins, too.
What's the points? Oh,
It's,
well, they suck
New
more
Eng-
so in Miami. Go ahead.
That's true.
New England is -6.5 in this game, and I'm going to take the Patriots as well, straight up.
Okay. I'm going same. Patriots. All right. The Chargers versus the Bengals. Who you got?
Oh, I'm taking Chargers. And who's the home team?
Bengals.
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati. Yeah, I'm taking only because Tyrod. I love the way he plays, and he's looking for that shot. So even though he's a placeholder for the rookie,
Herbert.
I'm going. Yeah.
So I looked at this game a lot. I have a lot of interest in this game.
I do too.
Cincinnati's a plus 3.5 dog at home. Not only do I think Cincinnati wins this game straight up, I think you take straight up and plus the points. It's a no-brainer. Cincinnati.
So they'll win by 3. Is that what you're saying?
No. They're plus 3.5. So therefore, they're underdogs at home. I'm going with the home dog in this game, Sneaky.
Okay.
So I like that.
I went Bengals as well.
Okay.
Let's go. The Cardinals versus San Francisco 49ers in San Francisco.
Oh, okay. Thank you for adding that. I'm going Niners.
Okay.
If you know anything about me, I'm not a believer in Murray. I take the Niners all day.
I love Murray. I love him.
No, I love the kid too. I don't have faith in him as an NFL quarterback.
Yeah,
I'll go 49ers. They still got a lot to learn. I mean, they got great weapons, but I'm still gonna go Niners. Okay, Bucks versus the Saints.
Oh,
Very
wow.
That's a good game.
Week 1.
3:30. That's 3:30.
Okay,
That's a good game.
Clary, I didn't ask for the other ones, so I'm gonna grab a lifeline. What's the points on this one?
This is New Orleans minus 4.5 at home.
So they're saying it's a close game at home.
Well, 4.5. I mean, 4.5 between those two. That's a big number. When you start taking anything over 3.5, it's in the NFL. It's kind of a big number. So, it is. So
you know what? I'll take the Bucks. I'll go Bucks.
I got New Orleans. I'll
take the Bucks. I mean, New Orleans toughs at home. They're tough at home. I think I got too much faith with Brady, so that's why I'm saying Bucks.
I feel like the Bucks are going to be trash this year.
But if you notice, guys, this year the lines are dropping by about half a point because of the fan bases aren't going to be there strong and powerful.
Right.
So that is affecting the line. It looks like by about a half a point right now. Also, so
and Ish, they just picked up what's his name, Fournette. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, by you saying that's trash, what do you consider 10-6?
I don't think Brady's going to be as great as people think he is.
So
I don't think Brady has to be great, bro.
They're putting too much trust in rookie linemen. I mean, if they don't work out, how much hits can Brady really take?
Oh yeah, well that's true. But do you think the Bucks can make the playoffs?
I do.
The NFC South, man, it's so weird. It happens like once every 3 years where a random team just comes up top.
Right.
They got a chance.
Okay, good. Okay, that's what I was trying to get at.
Yeah.
I believe I'd be shocked if Brady didn't make the playoffs with the Bucks.
They got a chance. The Saints can end up sucking because it happens to them once in a while.
The Saints and Atlanta could both be sucking.
Yeah.
You never know which year they show up. So
yeah. I have Atlanta going like 4-12 or something like that. They're not going to do great.
Okay.
The next game is the Cowboys, but we could do that one and the Giants last. So we'll do the
Rams. Put me down for Rams. I'm not even going to wait.
Okay. All right. Let's do it. Sneaky with the Rams.
This is a real interesting line. The Rams
put plus 20 by that too. By
this is a real interesting line. The Rams are plus 2.5 at home. And what I do when I bet on games, I look at these plus 1s to 2s at home, and history shows that these plus 2s and 1s more than not win. With that being said, I'm still taking the Cowboys in season 1 on the road. So put me down for the Cowboys.
That's an easy one.
Sorry, Ish. Didn't mean to mess up your flow, man.
No, you're good. You're good. Next, we got
I was trying to be funny, but go ahead.
Pittsburgh Steelers versus the New York Giants. I'm gonna go ahead and put
man.
Trash.
You can pick last, Sneaky, on this one.
Okay, I'll pick last.
So the New York Giants are plus 3.5 at home. It's a primetime Monday Night Football game. The world's going to be watching. I'm going to go with the New York Giants at home, winning this game straight up.
My man.
The Giants?
Yeah.
My
I got
man.
Steelers. I got Steelers. Now, what's the over-under of how many times Garrett claps during the Monday night game?
Bro, like, hold on. Is
That's
it per clap or is it single claps? Like, is it a per attempts? Like this one?
How many claps
Or is
per
it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
offensive
6,
possession?
7? Bro,
You guys are assholes. That's
We
all
can't. I can't stand that motherfucker. I can't stand Garrett. Look into my eyes. I can't stand him.
look into my eyes.
Oh, we got one more game. We got the Tennessee
Tennessee.
Titans versus the Denver Broncos in Denver.
I'm taking the Titans.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I'm taking. Well, I mean, Derrick Henry and plus Tannehill. If he keeps that momentum that he had last season, made it to the AFC Championship game, and he continues to manage the game, I mean, they should win.
I'm taking Denver.
Yep. For some reason, Denver comes out on week 1 at home.
Denver
it's
is
insane.
-3 at home in a primetime game as well. I got to go with the home favored with this a 3-point line. I got to go with them every time. This line has moved more though than any line during the first season. When I say move, Sneaky, it means it opened at 1 point and it's gone all the way up to 3, and that is a lot in the NFL for a line to move that much. So that means everybody is laying money on Denver right now. Is what that means. That's and I like to explain stuff, guys, out there to you all know because
Yeah,
I like to gamble.
I don't know.
And so but that's what that means. A lot of, and that would scare me. Like I wouldn't bet that game. I would stay away from it. But if you like you guys we're taking picks, I take Denver.
Okay. What's your top bet to put on of game? Which game?
Well, so last night I was looking at some, man, and this is gonna blow your mind. It really is, especially Sneaky's mind. Because I like that +3.5 Giants game at home, dude. I think Pittsburgh's way overdue, man. They not overdue in a good way. I think they're just not the same Steelers. I think the Giants are young. It's a primetime game. They want to get out the gate. It's at home, and I'm really watching that game. And I might be a Giants fan that night, dude. So if I've got money on it, I'm a fan of your team, bro. By the way, so.
So I'm going to add on what you said, and it's kind of funny. So I was talking to one of my coworkers about the Steeler Giants game, and obviously he's a big Steeler fan, and we actually have a friendly bet of lunch, okay? And although he did tell me that, the damage that was done to Roethlisberger's arm was more severe than actually thought of. So. And I was always wondering, because I asked him a question, it's like, why do they keep talking about the velocity of the ball? When he thought, I mean, I know about the velocity, but because he had some type of Tommy John surgery. Yeah, Tommy John surgery, but it was more extensive than your typical Tommy John. So I'm rooting for Ben, maybe not in this game, but I just hope he's healthy, overall healthy as an NFL player. And he, give the Steeler Nation, a couple more years as their quarterback.
That's cool. I'm not a big Ben fan at all, man, by any means.
I'm not either. But I don't want to. I don't want to see anybody have any ill will towards anyone. So
he's the Eli Manning of the AFC.
Yo, Adam. Adam wants to know the line for the Dolphins and who are they playing?
They're playing the Patriots.
Oh, it's the New England is -6.5, Adam. And if you're asking who I would take on that, I would take Miami plus the 6.5, bro. If we're betting, I would take the points.
How much? I'm not going to bet 20.
I'm not going to bet that game personally, but looking at it, I would take the fans plus 6.5.
But you did take the Patriots.
I know, straight up, I took the Patriots.
Oh, okay,
I'm talking about the line now. See, there's a big difference, Sneaky, when you start betting the line or straight up, and that's what makes gambling so difficult.
Okay.
But
so if you put 100 on it, what would you get?
Well, they base money on juice. So 10% if you lose. If you bet $100 and you lose, you owe the bookie or you owe the casino $110. If you bet $100, you win $100.
Wow.
And sneaky. It's like this though. They do it so in a perfect world, in a perfect bookies world or casinos world, they would love if it's split down the middle because therefore they're making money off the juice. That's what you call the juice.
Right.
So
The
if all the
interest.
games, if
You
all
mean-
the
you mean
yeah,
juice,
you're
you mean
making money
interest,
off. You're basically you're putting extra down to place a bet basically. And but that's how you do it. That's how it is. It's been that way forever. It's just called the juice or the vig. They call it vig, also VIG. And that's just another word for juice. We call it juice where I'm from, and that's because Anish knows this. And guys, this is nothing bad, but I worked for a bookie for 10 years. I worked for him. I took calls for him, and so I've been around this gambling world a long time. And 10 years before that, I worked for somebody else. So I know the game, I know the situation, and I know the betting world very good. Stay away from it, kids, if you can.
Yeah.
But if you got a little extra money to gamble, it's worth some fun. It makes the game more interesting. So.
And before we go, I do want to throw out there that tomorrow, 7:30. It's tomorrow, 7:30. We have the Truth draft.
Oh, that's right.
Online draft. So I'm going to be those that actually won the slot. Well, guys, I mean, do you want to reach out to your people? Let them know.
Dude, I don't even know who they are.
I got so many text messages I got to come through.
I'm hoping they remember and they reach out to me because if not, it's gonna. I know one of them. I know the Scott. The Scott's gonna be there. I don't know the other two, bro. So
I should have all the email addresses to kind of reach out to them.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Because we'd love to put them on live, right, guys?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Ish, tomorrow, this is where you're gonna make your money, brother.
Yeah.
We're gonna double your salary tomorrow night.
It's gonna be a fun day. I'm gonna need some more medicine.
Right. But guys, great show. Love you both. What do y'all got to say?
I just want to say thank you all for chiming in, coming in and seeing us and listening to us. You can always catch us on Spotify or Apple Music or other social media outlets. I'm going to start going on Twitch as well during my shows, so you can always catch us on Twitch as well. I also want to say thank you again to DressComfy.com out in El Paso, Texas. They have all our merchandise from Sneaky G to Clary OG to Cowboy Hippie, podcast, shirts. So reach out to DressComfy.com. DressCom FFY. It's DressComfy.com though. We will have them up live next week. We have the website and the link to them. But thank you guys for chiming in. Thank you for the questions. Thanks for listening to us, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow's draft.
Ish, what you got, brother?
Yeah. I just want to give a quick shout out to all my brothers and sisters who have served. You read the shirt, you know what it is. Who are serving, who have served. I love y'all. Y'all always being, remembered in my mind and in everybody else's mind until I die. And another thing, give a shout out to Raz Memorabilia. They're giving out a signed autographed helmet by Saquon Barkley, CeeDee Lamb, and Dak Prescott. So give a little look. It's on my Twitter, Instagram, and yeah, that's all I got.
Wow, guys. Okay, so I just looked this up on Spotify real quick, and those that don't know, it's Truce. That's 2, capital 2, RUCE. And fellas, I just want to bring to your attention, we're going global, fellas. Just so you know, people from the States are hearing us, obviously. We got folks from Ireland. Clary, this is for you.
Shout out.
People from Mexico. Viva la Mexico! We got people from Germany. Nine! Das ist los. And that's all the German I got. Wait, I got one more. Wiener Schnitzel. That's all I got. I just want to thank everybody for the love out there. And I want to add to Clary, yes, you can hear us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, Overcast, Radio Public. Just hear us out. Oh, YouTube. We're all over the place. If you're not hearing us, you're just not trying to listen to us, and we don't want that to happen. I myself would like to give some love out to Dress Comfy. They're an awesome company. They're giving us an awesome opportunity and a platform. And I want to thank everybody that's been following your boy Sneaky G. I have now reached 11,000 followers on TikTok, over 2,000 followers on Instagram, and I'm at 1,500 friends on Facebook. So I just want to thank everybody that's following me, following Clary, and also following the Cowboy Hippie. You guys, it's been a great show. And before we go, let's go Giants. Ow!
Cowboys.
Go Stars.
I'ma keep it 100, you heard me? Look, to be honest, y'all ain't even on my